Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to spotlight myself just because I get a little bit, does anybody get a little bit ADD? So they're like, excuse the hair. I had my hair done today. And this is what hairstylist, actually, it turned out okay. I was afraid. I thought, I've got to be on screen tonight. Sorry. Um, we, hairstylists will say they can make curly hair straight or straight hair curly, if any of you have curly hair, but they can't make curly hair curly. So usually I get my hair done on a day when I'm not going to be, I call them my backstage days, but that didn't work out. And I had to time, you know how you have to time your hair appointments? Like, I had to time it where the next one was close to when we go to leadership as director. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So thank you for being here. Make sure you're muted if you are a guest. Put in the chat your name and that you're a guest of your consultant's name, and we'll get started. This is called MK Close Up. You notice it says MK Up Close. I don't know why it says that. I need to change that. So let me tell you what this is about. This is done for consultants and up to 5 guests each. So, like the next one, you'll see we always have one on a Saturday morning, and then we always have one on an evening later in the month. But let me tell you something great, especially if you're like new and you're like, I don't know the ropes, I don't know the product yet. Or maybe you're not new, you're seasoned, but you feel really out of the loop as far as the product's concerned. I will post the recording in our Bold Area group. It's a YouTube link, and it's great to, especially this week, because we're those of you who didn't hear me say this, if you're watching the recording way later, this is the Monday of Thanksgiving week in 2024. And so this week you're going to see a lot of people, or like you could send it to them before you got with them, your family members, friends, Friendsgiving, all the things, and let them watch it because there's no set sheet. There's no, well, I don't do a sales pitch if you know me, but there's no like closing at the end. This is literally like if we were piled up in my living room in our PJs, digging through my makeup bag, telling you all my favorite things. That is how I want you to feel. I always tell people you can come to this event in your bathrobe with your hair in a towel, with a charcoal mask on. Just don't come naked. And it's like when those of you who've done Zoom for work, when we started doing it in 2020, did we not see all sorts of amazing things that we did not know went on at home? And they did not know we were seeing them either. So this is the blank background. There won't be any of that, happening tonight for me. I don't know about you. So we're going to talk about all the favorites, the fan favorites, and what they do. My vision, if you don't know me, straight up, you'll hear me say this, so you just want to throw something at me. I say it so much. That and a few other things. But my vision is that you, as a consultant, or if you're a guest, or if you're watching this after and your friend sent it to you because she's just become a part of Mary Kay, our vision is that you look and feel like $1,000,000 with our product as the vehicle. Truly, that's it. And I think that also encompasses using the least amount of product for the most amount of results. Um, you'll hear me say a few times, I call myself an 11-minute in the bathroom girl. My mom always says, my mom has lived with me or I've lived with her. We've lived in the same house for 12 years. And she always says, how do you get ready so fast? I said, I should care more. Like, but I'm like, bam, 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 bam. I use all the skincare. I could wear the same 5 shadows for the rest of my life if I didn't do this and make myself shake it up a little bit. I basically use neutrals and coral lips. That's it. A lot of times lip liner filled in, and then lip gloss on top. So I'm like, and the reason I don't straighten my hair anymore is because it's naturally curly and I have to do less with it. So, I mean, like, I would probably kill myself with certain hair tools just because of, being remedial. So I teach you how to weave this into your crazy busy life, but also look like you deserve that glass skin. The Koreans, are cutting edge. If you've heard anything about skincare, you've heard about K-Beauty, and they pioneered glass skin. That's like feeling and looking like glass, like super supple, skin looking like skin, soft as a baby's booty, like that. And that's what we want you to have. So first, I'm going to go over, I'm kind of do a different order if you've attended one of these before, because if you are a consultant, you have access to what we call a Hydra session. And those are some virtual events that we do a couple times a month. And so I'm going to tell you the products to do that. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through some favorite skincare, some anti-aging, and I'm also going to, because of the timing of this one, I'm going to tell you some of my favorite things that I personally love to gift from my own store. One of the reasons I started doing this MK Close-Up is as a consultant, I want people to have full access and fully utilize their 50% discount. Now, if you're a guest and you're watching this, I love you. But your consultant cannot sell you product at her cost because she will get kicked out of the company. It's a violation of her contract. We're not a multi-level, so we're not wholesalers. And so she buys the product from the company, sells it to the consumer. I buy the product from the company, sells it to the consumer. There's no middleman. She doesn't have to buy it from me, and I bought it from somebody, and somebody bought it from somebody. So if you are falling in love with the product and you want that discount, it's $35 to walk into Mary Kay. And some people want the discount, some people want to make some money and get the discount, and some people want to drive a pink Cadillac and everywhere in between. So it's totally up to you. And I say that because there will be some people watching the recording, and your consultant probably doesn't even know. I don't want her to get in trouble before she even gets started. But I am kind of obsessed with our product. Let me give you some background and then I'll tell you the products. One thing you need to know is that we follow European Union standards. European Union, a comparable organization as far as what they do in the United States, they're not comparable at all, is the FDA for cosmetics and skincare. The FDA in the United States bans 13 ingredients, 13. The European Union bans close to 1,600, and it keeps growing, 1,600 ingredients. So we follow the European Union standards. For this reason, there are no clinical medical classifications according to the FDA in the United States. Really, I don't think in Europe either, because that would be kind of hard to do. There are for foods, but not for cosmetics and skincare. In this blanket set of terms and terms like that. So clean, non-toxic, organic, natural, cruelty-free, vegan, those whole set of terms that get tacked on to something, those are all marketing statements, not clinical statements. So if you see that associated with, for me, with what I know and the expertise I have in Mary Kay and the fact that we have doctors on staff and our own dermatologists, things like that, that makes me immediately distrust a company because I know for a fact that FDA doesn't have that classification. So I'm like, you have to know that too. You're in the skincare industry. So I'm like, the skeptic in me is like, but for you to know, there just isn't one. There isn't a clinical classification, only marketing classification. So that's important to know. The other thing about us is that there's only about 5-ish manufacturers of cosmetics and skincare in the world. And so like Estee, for example, owns 91 and growing brands, and they're all made in the same manufacturer with just different labels. We are one of those manufacturers, and we only manufacture for ourselves, and we don't pull in other manufacturers. We are it in the good old USA in Lewisville, Texas, in a state-of-the-art, one of a kind manufacturing facility that has zero landfill. And we partnered with the Arbor Foundation when we did our last compacts, and we said, will you plant a tree for every compact we can get our customers to recycle? And they're like, yes. Well, so at the millionth tree, they cried uncle and said, we didn't quite expect this. And we partnered with them. And so we planted that millionth tree in front of our R3 manufacturing plant in Lewisville, Texas, just to commemorate that. So those are some of the things you can count on. The other thing I want to tell you is skincare is customizable. It is not one size fits all. We love that our research and development, all of our labs, our doctors in-house, our clinicians, all of those people create our products to integrate with each other. Cleansers, moisturizers, sets. So for example, when I customized my own personal skincare, I use a combination of our Naturally line, our TimeWise line, and our Repair line. And I did that with myself through trial and error before we had the Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app. So right now in your phone or with a pen, write down Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app. After we get through, I want you to go to the App Store and I want you to download it. And tonight in the bathroom, when you have no makeup on, I want you to scan your face. It's kind of an infrared type scan. It just lines up your eyeballs and then scans you. Screenshot those scans. It'll give you 2 or 3 slides. Send them to your, if you're a consultant, send them to your director. If you're a guest, send them to your consultant. We'll tell her what to do with them. And there's going to be a long product list. Don't freak out. It's kind of long. But what we do with that as consultants and what we're going to teach you to do as a consultant, or we can do it for you if you are in it for the discount, is we teach you how to build your own skincare system that's customized to your needs. So tell me in the chat, if I said I have a magic wand and I can wave it across your skin and I can change or improve anything you want, everything you want about your skin, what would be the kind of things that you would want changed? So pop those in the chat and I'll look at them in a second. And then I'm going to talk to you. Okay, so we start with a basic skincare. You will most likely choose the Repair set or the Miracle set. Both of them are phenomenal. So if you want daily good anti-aging, you don't have anything to repair, you just want to start on something fabulous now. Maybe you've always had great skin, but you know you're not going to keep it if you don't do something. You're going to start with the Miracle set. The Miracle set is the only thing that FDA has ever allowed us to say it makes a difference in one day. Now, they do make a difference in one day, but we can't say it. With this one, we can. So it comes with a cleanser, a nighttime recovery, a daytime defender, and an antioxidant moisturizer. We add an eye cream of your choice. I usually recommend this one. This is our Repair set. If you grew up like I did and you put iodine in your baby oil and fried yourself on top of the university roof before we knew about until we knew about skin cancer, you might want this. Or if you feel like you've neglected your skin, so you have some repair to do, or you just like a luxe, high-end, way advanced anti-aging, this is your set. This is what's going to create that hydrofacial glass skin look. So there's a foaming cleanser, serum we call Spanx for the face, lifting, firming, tightening, all the things. Then we have a day and a night moisturizer. If you're pregnant or nursing, we don't put you on this night moisturizer. We sub it because it has encapsulated retinol. And then the eye cream, the fabulous eye cream. It's wonderful. It has a tip on it that's metal and always stays cool. And it's made of ZMAC, zinc, magnesium, aluminum, and copper, to take the swelling or the puffiness out of underneath your eyes. And it helps with the brightening up the under eye area. You know, if you have some darkness under there from hereditary or from sinus stuff, you know. So that's where you start. And then what we add is based on your need specific, all the things that you're putting in the chat for me. We add, so if you're super dry or super oily or you have some pigmentation or you battle acne or maybe you've got some scarring, you know, we put things in there because of that. So next thing, I'm going to tell you the 2 other things besides the skincare, the Repair skincare set that you do to create glass skin. And if you want to join one of our Hydra sessions, just talk to your director and she can hook you up and you can bring some friends if you want to. They love it. They like pet their face. They love it so much. This is our charcoal mask. It has rosemary extract, eucalyptus, honeysuckle, activated charcoal. It acts as a vacuum for your pores. That's why we do it after we cleanse when we do the Hydra session. Vacuums out those pores. Notice if you started to notice pore enlargement, it is most likely because you've had really decent skin and never had to fool with it much, and you've got an accumulation of gunk and makeup and things from the environment that is causing that pore to expand because it's not cleaned out. So you want to do this at least once a week. You can do it twice a week. If you have super oily or acne prone skin, you can build up to 3 times a week. You just don't want to start at 3 times a week. Activated charcoal absorbs many, many times its weight in impurities. And it's like if you accidentally overdosed or you overdosed on purpose, they'll give you activated charcoal to make you throw up because it detoxes everything. That's kind of gross to talk about, but I'm just telling you. And this smells like a spa. I like to make sure somebody goes home with this little applicator. This is a mask applicator. It's silicone. It's the color of my pink Cadillac, in case you can't tell. Pale, pale, pearly pink. Okay, so that's the next step. You leave that on for about 20 minutes, let it dry. It's like a science experiment for your face. You can watch it happen. Then you wipe it off. Then you do this. This is the glycolic peel. My favorite product other than our skincare line, like favorite, hands down, probably right up there with it would be the biocellulose mask and the boosters. But this is a chemical peel. Now it's exfoliation. Anytime you use a skincare set, you want to add exfoliation because our cells shed left in a vacuum when we're younger every 28 days. But as we start the rapid aging process at 18, you begin to notice a different finish. Your cells don't shed as readily or as often. They'll stick and they'll clog up your pores. And so this chemically exfoliates them. So what a chemical exfoliator does is it exfoliates the surface of your skin, but then it digs down a little in your pores to the things that are stuck together, and it gets those done too. Now, when I said peel, your skin does not peel like if you were to go to an esthetician and have, which they do use glycolic acid, but it's either light to severe, and all of them peel for about 2 weeks. When you get through, like your skin is like a baby's booty. It's so soft, but you got 2 weeks of peeling. Like it's significant, and you can't, like when somebody sunburns and you want to peel that skin off, it's kind of a sick, like happy feeling, You can't do that. You cannot do that on your skin because it's going to reveal it before before you need to. Well, this is delivered in a marine botanical, or way up in some plant-based stuff up in Mary Kay, hence the European Union, so that you have no downtime. You have no peeling. I do this twice a week. That would be what I'd recommend to you. And I do the whole hydrofacial once a week. And so this I do twice a week. And you cleanse your face before. And so if I was just doing the peel that night and not doing my hydrofacial, I would put it on, avoid the eye area. I do all the way down to my neck and the top of my chest, hence the repair, back in the day. And leave it on for 10 minutes. Just set the timer, leave it on for 10 minutes, and then wipe it gently off. What you're going to notice immediately is a texture change. And the next thing you're going to notice is as you apply the rest of your serums and moisturizers, your skin is going to receive them so much better because all that gunk is out of the way. Have you ever put something on top of your face, like a moisturizer foundation? You literally feel like it's sitting on top of your face. That's because you need to exfoliate. So if you see glowy skin, it's well exfoliated skin. Okay, so that is the hydrofacial, the repair system. So we cleanse, then we do the charcoal, then we do the peel, then you follow up with the rest of the repair system, and you are like glass skin, glazed donut happiness. That's what I mean. We want you to look and feel like $1,000,000. Okay, let me rapid fire go through some other products. We sell one every 5 seconds. If you've used this, tell me in the chat. This is a product, if you ever use, you will always use it. It's our eye makeup remover. You can see it looks separated. It looks like it has oil in it. It does not. It's completely oil-free. That's another thing about the European Union. The FDA allows you to have up to a certain percentage of oil in a product and still call it oil-free. The European Union does not. And so this is completely oil-free. I have several good friends that are lash artists, and they will only let their customers, well, you can't tell them what to do, but they highly, strongly suggest they only use this on their eye makeup. So you shake it up so it gets cloudy. Put it on a cotton round, kind of lay it on your eyebrow and your eye, and gently wipe. And girl, that sucker's gone. It's so great. It helps you keep more of your lashes because it conditions them, and it gets rid of lash mites. I know, nasty. If you Google them, they are little mites that burrow into the pore in your lash line. The way you'll know if you've ever had them, most of us have had them, is if you have a gap in your lashes all of a sudden, or you have a really itchy lash line. And so that is from not removing your eye makeup properly or at all, for those of us who ever slept in our makeup. Do you know it ages you several days every time you sleep in your makeup? I know, right? When you're in college, you think, meh. And at this age, I think, oh, no, it's not happening. Okay. Another thing I love is the micellar water. In fact, these two together make a cute gift or a great stocking stuffer for every age girl, every age girl. And the micellar water is a double cleanse. Used to, we sold cleansing cloths. It's not that the cleansing itself, cloth is a bad thing. It's that most people do like this and they're damaging their skin barrier. So since we can't be in everyone's bathroom, we switched to micellar water, which is really a more advanced product anyway. It acts as a magnet to impurities. So you cleanse your eyes with that eye makeup remover, take another cotton round, apply this all over your face and cleanse first and then use your cleanser. So you get that much cleaner. And I've had people tell me before we had that, I don't feel like I'm getting clean. They would double cleanse with their cleanser, which is fine too. I just love that micellar water. It's a kind of a good gym bag thing too. Like if you need to clean your face at the gym because you feel all sweaty or grimy or in the summer, or like for new moms to cheat, have by their bedside if they're like, I cannot get up. And so all those things. Okay, let's see what else. Satin lips. This is a great gift. Everybody has used this. This is awesome. If you use a lip balm, I'm going to encourage you to use one that's alcohol and menthol free because those are made to recreate dryness. So you constantly feel, in fact, I've heard people say I'm addicted to my lip balm. Well, it's because they want you to be. So that's not good for your lip skin. Your lip skin is very delicate. So it's got a sugar scrub that you can do a couple times a week to get all that sloughy off, and then a lip balm that will moisturize for 6 hours. Great gift. This is another great gift and one of my favorite products in the mornings. Not every morning, but a lot of mornings. I hop up. I have a lot of food sensitivities. In fact, well, maybe you can't tell. I'm having a little reaction to my eyes. They're always on my eyeballs. It's like, they knew I was going to teach skincare instead of in my stomach. It's on my eyeballs. Okay, so these look pink and glittery. So when I get up, I'll put them underneath my eye. I have fat cheeks, so I put the fat part here, but most people put the skinny part here and then put the fat part here. And then I fix my hot tea, pile up with my quiet time, leave them on for about 20, 30 minutes at least, and then take them off. And all that moisture goodness gets rid of the puffiness. The before and afters are crazy amazing. Cutest gift ever. It wraps up. This is a great girlfriend gift. This is a great oops gift this time of year. If people come by and see you and they have a holiday gift for you and you're like, in your mind, oops. Well, oops gift. You can keep a few of these wrapped up and have them in your extra room. Say, hold on, I've got you a gift. You don't have to say, I got you a gift too, because that might be a little bit of a lie. But you can say, hold on, I've got you a gift, because you do, because you have some oops gifts. These are amazing. These are biocellulose, also a K-Beauty. Love these. I use at least one of these a week. And these are a great gift too, to buy a box of 4 and then separate them and put them as a little happy for your girlfriends. Like if you've got a Friendsgiving or you go to dinner for Christmas and give them a little happy. We can even hook you up with a couple little minis or things like that. Or we can get minis as consultants that you can put in there. And this is a nice treat. It's a webbing mask. So you take the webbing off, you press it to your face, take the second set of webbing, and it smooths, and it's technology made to fit your face exactly, not hanging off at all. And it's full of all botanicals, coconut water, all sorts of things that give luminosity and firmness and glowiness to your skin. I even put the excess down on my neck because it feels so good. So as a consultant, my strongest suggestion is for you to do one of these a week because you get these half price. Yes, you do. Okay, this is another great Christmas gift. This is our energizing foot and leg treatment. Y'all, if you have, what does Shaughnessy tell me? Restless leg, I think it's called, restless leg syndrome. Or you just get cramps in your feet. Maybe you don't hydrate enough. I do hydrate and I still get cramps in my legs. My mom has always, had those for years, so maybe it's a thing. Put this by your bedside, put it on your feet and legs right before you go to bed. That won't happen. It's heavenly, and it's got eucalyptus in it. It tingles. It's really cool. And you can pair it with, if you got in time, you can pair it with these socks. But go to the dollar store. They have soft, fuzzy socks, 5 for $2. Pair it with some socks, tie it up with a cute bow. Isn't that cute? And give that as a gift. These are great too because they're small price point. So if you have teacher's gifts or maybe for your mail lady or, all the people that serve you in some way, you can get them a little happy. Okay, let's talk about this. We'll talk about the compacts. I'm trying to hurry. These are our compacts. This is I call it the Mac Daddy. It's the only one. No, it's the one that doesn't have a mirror in it. The little one doesn't either. I've got fingerprints all over it. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, and they all open on the logo. So if you try to open at this end, it'll open eventually, but it's hard. So you open it on the logo, and this is just customizable. Like you can put your shadows, your blushers, your cream. If you use a cream foundation, we have a cream foundation for contouring. If you like a cream foundation, you can put it in here. The reason we don't put a mirror in it is your whole collection is in here. So if the mirror broke, you would lose a lot of money. And so and plus it's slim. When you fly, I always put this in my carry-on. I do not pack this because our pigments, the only thing on the market currently that compares as far as the expensive pure pigments is Chanel. And Chanel is like $80 for one eyeshadow. And so the pigments, the higher quality the pigment, the softer the product. And which is interesting because these have they have zero fallout or maybe a tiny bit. I've never had any fallout, but I'm just going to tell you like zero or almost none. So that's the Mac Daddy. That's the Compact Pro. This one is the only one with a mirror. It's I always call it the perfect palette, but I think it's the pretty palette. It's one of those. It starts with a P. I just make up names. I've only done this since college. Now I have a blush brick. This is one of my favorite things. This is a makeup artist trick. So I'm a warm girl. You can tell they're like hot coral, juicy peach, shy blush, and then a highlighter, one of our powdered highlighters. So if you're a cool girl, you could pick you 3 cool colors that you love. Maybe wineberry this time of year, and maybe rogue rose is awesome. Rosy nude is awesome. And you put them in a strip. And then you can you can do your brush just across them, or you can use them individually. But this is what makeup artists do to get that kind of one of a kind glow. And I love it. So I'm always building a blush brick for someone. But you can put in here, you can put 12 shadows, you can put 6 shadows, a blusher, and a contour. You can customize this however you want to customize it. And this is a little baby one. I love this for when I'm just going on a couple day trip. It's called a petite palette. Again, open it where the logo is. This is kind of my go-to look. If it's brown, beige, gold, or copper, I'm your girl. But this is great to give for a gift for someone, or if you've got a teenager or a preteen that's starting to wear makeup, you can put a super neutral blusher and one shadow in there, and there you go. If you have any teens or preteens in your life, our Mary Kay skincare line, that's what it's called on your order form, is a teen and preteen line. It has 0 anti-aging in it. TikTok and Instagram is selling our girls on using actives, and it's going to destroy their skin barrier and their soft, not developed fully skin. So it's a pure line. The only active I ever recommend to a teen or a preteen is niacinamide, which we have in a booster, to give them some acne power prevention. Niacinamide used every day, twice a day, has an acne superpower, even though it's mostly for brightening. It's amazing. Okay, those make great gifts. This is our brush set. It comes with 5 fabulous brushes. Our cheek brush, which everybody is obsessed with, our big fluffy powder brush, and 3 eyeshadow brushes. And it's like 56 retail. So it's super amazing quality. That's a great gift. Okay, our boosters. I'm going to tell you about these. So remember I told you about skincare being customizable? Well, one of the things we do, and when I stop the recording, I'll get in the comments and I'll answer all your magic wand questions for you. Skincare is customizable based on those things we talked about. Well, our boosters, we have a clinical line. It's called Clinical Solutions. In it is pure retinol, and I'm about to talk to you about the newest product in there, and these boosters, and then our wrinkle limiter. That clinical line are things that used to could only be sold with a prescription at a derm, a med spa, or plastic surgeon's office. I'm so grateful that because we're independent, because we manufacture everything we sell, because we're not a multi-level, we're a B2B business, that we can sell these. So these are the boosters really quickly. And you won't use all 4 of them. You will use anywhere from 2 to 3. The first one is HA plus ceramide. Almost everyone uses this one. It's to enhance your skin barrier, and HA is hyaluronic acid, and that goes to your cellular level to provide moisture and hydration, not oil. Oily girls, hear me. You want your skin super hydrated because your skin will create less surface oil because it's not having to overcompensate from being dehydrated. The next one is our C plus resveratrol. This is for the little fine lines that start to develop. And this is another common one, this pair. Anytime you say vitamin C, like we have a serum that's vitamin C plus E, I'm just going to tell you, go ahead and get it. It's like the glow factor, unbelievable. And I love it. I really love it. But this is a booster. All of these, the simplicity of using them is you cleanse and then use them, period. They're awesome. Glass dropper, glass bottle, easy. You don't have to think about it. Don't have to wonder when you do it. It's awesome. So this one's going to turn a little bit of amber because anytime C is exposed to oxygen, it turns a little bit of color. It's not tainting it. It's just going to be a little bit of color, just for you to know. The next one is the ferulic acid plus niacinamide that I told you about. If you feel like you just don't have the brightness, and I'm talking bleaching, I'm talking brightening, fresh, glowy skin, this is your girl. And it also is, like I said, a superpower for acne fighting. And the last one is for those who cannot use retinol, which is a very small percentage of the population, unless you're pregnant or nursing, then you can't use retinol. So it's an AHA, PHA resurfacer, and you can use it instead of retinol to resurface your skin, to get rid of all the past sun damage, help with acne scarring, melasma, pigmentation, all those kind of things. Alpha hydroxy and polyhydroxy acids are the actives in those. So those are awesome. The newest kid on the block is this. This is a dynamic wrinkle limiter. Now, dynamic wrinkles are from expressions. So like when I raise now it's a lot better. I've been using this for 2 weeks. When I raise my eyebrows, I have a little line right there. I think I have another one there, but y'all, I wish I had done a before and after. I forgot, but I have tons of before and afters. So you use it here in your 11s, here in these, around here. I go a little bit there, but you don't go up under your eye. And I actually have been putting it right here in those little fine lines in addition to my booster. It has ingredients in it that actually limit the wrinkle, like when an injection paralyzes that line, it's 76% as effective as injections. So if you do get injections, it can extend your time between them. Or if you just don't want to go there yet or at all, it can replace that. Y'all, this coupled with your HydraSession products will change your skin. I guarantee you, and I don't guarantee much, people will ask you, what are you doing? Dynamic wrinkle limiter. I didn't want to tell you how little it costs because I was like, this is a high-end product that is one of a kind on the market right now. Electric Daisy is it has several botanicals, but like I said, Electric Daisy is one of those things that known for limiting dynamic wrinkles. It's $58 retail. So you know what you get it for as a consultant. I know, right? Okay. Oh, body lotion and nourishing oil. Then I'm going to shut up. This is our toning body lotion. We have several body lotions. Body care is having a moment, y'all. So don't forget your body when you're taking care of your skin. Our satin body routine has a wash, a scrub that is heavenly, that actually lathers. Don't you love it that you have something that lathers? And then it has a lotion or a body butter currently. This body lotion, however, is toning, and it moisturizes your body skin for 24 hours. All of our lotions they won't burn when you put them on freshly shaved legs, which is important to me. I'm a weirdo that shaves my legs every night. I know. And I've been single for 20 years. So it's just for me. And I like that it lasts for 24 hours and it's not greasy. I put some of this in my body lotion. This is our nourishing oil. It's a facial oil. It's from our Naturally line. Glass bottle, glass dropper. And I put about that much in a handful of body lotion, and then I smooth it all over my body. But I also use this for the tips of my hair and for my cuticles. And the last thing I do at night after my moisturizer is I put a dropper in my hand and I pat it all over my face and my neck and my chest. And y'all, it's changed my life. My daughter laughs at me because I talk about it so much. I call it Jesus tears because a friend of mine called it that. And I was like, no sacrilege. I love me some Jesus now. Jesus is my jam. But it is so great. So you need to get you some. Give yourself some for Christmas. Okay. I think I could go on, but I'm going to stop. That's going to be what we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to stop the recording and then we'll talk about your personal problems. If you're watching the recording, I want to encourage you to ask for not the set sheet, the checklist, because those of you who registered are going to get the checklist in a text in a little bit. And it's going to help you like formulate your own stuff. So I want you looking and feeling like $1,000,000 within the next day or two. Okay, hold on. I'll stop the recording. I've lost my button. There it is.